Onboarding new clients manually is a massive bottleneck that slows down business growth. Operators, freelancers, and founders spend hours copy-pasting contact details, sending introductory emails, and organizing shared folders. This video details how to turn a single Google Sheets row into an automated client onboarding engine using standard cloud tools and clean automation logic. We will look at building a structure that maps out client information, creates Google Drive folder structures, and triggers personalized welcome emails without manual effort. You will see how to build this system from scratch, converting a chaotic onboarding process into a reliable, repeatable workflow. By the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap to save hours on every new sign-up while keeping your customer data organized. We focus on real-world steps that you can copy, build, and deploy in your workspace today. Set up the Google Sheet database. Explain column headers, client ID, business name, contact email, onboarding status, folder path, welcome email sent. Focus on standardizing the fields and avoiding freeform text. Explain data validation to prevent typos. Explain why structured data is the foundation of any automation. Show how to format dates and email addresses consistently. Talk about how manual entries often lead to broken workflows, and why setting up drop-down menus for status fields, e.g., pending, folders created, welcome email sent, complete, prevents errors. Mention that this spreadsheet acts as the source of truth for the entire onboarding funnel, allowing team members to see the onboarding status at a single glance. Discuss the storage of templates and how a clean grid layout serves as the control panel for the automated steps that follow. We want to ensure that every record has a unique ID, such as a combination of the client name and the sign-up date, to prevent overlapping folders or database conflicts. This database structure is the absolute foundation of the onboarding flow. Without a clean, standardized table, the automated steps that follow will fail to map the incoming variables correctly. By keeping your columns organized, you make the sync process reliable and straightforward to maintain over time as your client volume scales. You can share this database sheet with your delivery team so everyone sees the status of active signups in real time. This visibility reduces back-and-forth messages and keeps operations running smoothly without manual status checks. You should also restrict editing permissions on automated columns to prevent team members from accidentally altering folder links or status values, which would break the active integrations. Taking this precaution keeps your database secure. Furthermore, we recommend color-coding your rows using conditional formatting based on the status field. For example, highlight pending signups in soft orange and completed ones in soft green so you can visually audit your active pipeline instantly. Configure the automation steps. We use a workflow tool to monitor the Google Sheet for changes. Specifically, when onboarding status is updated to pending, the workflow triggers. Step 1 is creating a dedicated client folder inside Google Drive. We name the folder using a standard convention, such as the client ID followed by the business name, to keep the directory clean. Step 2 is generating subfolders, like contracts, assets, and deliverables. Step 3 is capturing the URL of the main client folder and writing it back to the folder path column in the Google Sheet. This ensures the team can access the folders directly from the spreadsheet. Step 4 is generating a personalized welcome email using a template that pulls variables from the client name and business name columns. By automating these folder creations and email drafts, we eliminate manual file setup and reduce human error. We map each text field from the trigger row directly into the email body, creating a communication link that updates with client info automatically. This step bridges the gap between raw data and client-facing communication. By using clear dynamic variables instead of static text blocks, the system formats every communication step perfectly, making sure that name spellings, project scopes, and folder links remain accurate across every single onboarding run. To make this step robust, ensure your workflow tool utilizes a path that checks if a client folder already exists before attempting to create a new one. If the folder exists, the automation should fetch its existing link rather than generating a duplicate directory. This logic prevents folder clutter and keeps your client records clean. You can connect your email platform directly to this step, allowing the system to send a welcome email automatically, or save it as a draft for final review. Saving the email as a draft gives you a moment to add a custom note, maintaining a personal touch while saving 90% of the setup time. You can modify these settings inside your workflow builder at any time to adapt to your changing client delivery processes. Optimize and scale the onboarding system. To ensure the workflow runs smoothly, implement error handling. For instance, if the folder creation step fails due to a temporary API issue, the workflow should pause and send an alert rather than stopping entirely. We can also add a final check that updates the onboarding status column to complete once the welcome email is successfully sent. Let us review a diagnostic checklist for this system. Verify that column headers match the automation variables exactly, confirm folder sharing permissions are set correctly, and test the trigger with a dummy record before onboarding real clients. This setup allows you to handle 10 times the client volume with the same operational footprint. You now have a robust onboarding engine built on a simple spreadsheet. As your client list expands, you can integrate payment gateways or document signing tools directly into this core flow. By maintaining a clean status column, the system can route failed steps to a fallback queue where a team member can review them. This structured feedback loop keeps your business processes running smoothly, preventing clients from getting stuck due to technical glitches or system timeouts. Additionally, you should schedule a monthly audit of your automation logs to check for any slow-running runs or API errors. This routine maintenance helps you catch potential issues before they affect your client experience. Make sure to keep your Google Drive storage limits in mind, as large file uploads from clients can fill your shared drives quickly. You can set up an automated notification that alerts you when your storage space drops below 20%. By taking these extra operational steps, you build a resilient system that supports your business as it grows. This spreadsheet-based onboarding engine is not a static tool, but a flexible foundation that you can continuously improve and scale to meet the demands of your growing company. By documenting this workflow, you ensure that future team members can manage and troubleshoot the onboarding process without requiring extensive technical training. Workday Automation Lab shows you how to automate repetitive work using no-code tools, spreadsheets, AI assistants, and simple systems. Every video turns a messy business process into a clean workflow you can understand, copy, and improve. Built for operators, freelancers, founders, and anyone tired of doing the same task twice. This video is general productivity and technology education, not a guarantee of business efficiency, revenue, or software performance. API rates and software limits vary.